Today's challenge is to change the big main transmission mount on the driver's side of the Toyota Prius, third generation. One of the things that's so challenging about this is that I previously have always changed these while I have the transmission out. And this time I don't have the transmission out, so I have all this stuff in the way. And so this is going to be a first for all of us. Previously on the channel, we replaced the rear mount that was down and under and behind, the front mount and the engine mount. And I've put all those in a playlist of nothing but transmission mounts for the Toyota Prius. Also have a playlist of nothing but Prius repairs. I will link to both of those at the end of this video. Today we're just doing this one mount. Need to protect the paint and the fancy new headlights. We will be messing with high voltage wires, so even me, not Mr. Safety, I'm still going to take the safety plug loose and disconnect the 12-volt battery as well. I remove the air cleaner. The next victim is this 12-volt harness. There's a bracket, bracket, and a flathead screwdriver in here to release. So that we can pull that up. There. Okay, I got to correct the mistake that I made. This bolt was not supposed to come out with this. It was going to be two. This little bracket right here and this part of the bracket right here. Those two bolts and popping this loose right here that you saw me do with that. Two bolts. This third bolt right here I wasn't supposed to take out yet. I will take out later as part of this set. We've got to unbolt this bracket right here, which requires getting some space under this panel. Push that way. See the bolt? Come on, 1, 2, 3. There we go. I'm taking off 9 bolts off this cover. I have to be careful with this cover because it's got a little plastic thing here that's like a dead man switch, and it's got to connect that there where the car won't work. Red triangle of doom and no go. Next are the 8 bolts of these wire connectors. Down here. We've got to get all 10 of these bolts loose. You should be wearing thicker gloves than I am and using insulated tools. Matter of fact, you shouldn't do anything I do at all. This has got a little connection right here. It's got to come loose and pull that loose. Then I can pull this away and set it over here to the side, well out of the way. And that gives me access for these 2 bolts down here. Make sure you can see those. See those 2 right there? Because that bracket holds these 2, and it's going to be hard to deal with these without taking those 2 bolts loose. From the high voltage wiring harness bracket, we can pull these. And you want to remember, this one that's from below goes off to this side. This one that's underneath here, it's got a 15 on this. I don't know if it's got a number on yours, but it sits on the top in this bracket holder, and it's a little bit shorter distance. That goes to the middle. Over here out of the way so they're not rubbing on my arm while I'm working. There's still 3 more bolts. One way down here, not these here and here, but this one. And the third one is not these, but this one. It's a coolant hose on the other side as well. They both come loose by pulling this thingamajiggy out the doohickey. Don't lose this. And don't forget that this part faces toward the inverter. There we go. I'm gonna lose some. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pin this one back here so it's not draining the reservoir. Did we succeed? Will it come out? I've got less than 14 minutes right now without any editing. It's still less than 14 minutes and it's out of there. They gave me access to this bracket that only this part of the bracket's in the way, but you can't get any of the bracket out unless you take the inverter out and unbolt the bracket, which is what I'm going to do now. Starting with these bolts here, here, and here. If you're ever changing an inverter pump, you might notice the inverter pump's down there underneath this junk too. I used a piece of paper to make sure that bolt didn't fall down in there. It's like we got to switch from 10 to 12 monkey meters. Show you where all those are. This on the top of the mount. There. Have one here and here, and then two down in here. They all seem to be the same length. Put them all up there. See if there's any more wires or something. Yeah, right here. There. There it is. Wow, look at how much access that created. Can really get in there and work now. Both of those out of the way. Although it looks like I could take these 4 bolts here, here, and here, and this 5th bolt right here out and slip it straight out. I have to get this loose. It's connected somehow. And this 4th bolt back here, I'm not going to be able to get to. If I do get to it, I can only pull it out so far if I don't take this bracket off and get some access. And there's always some kind of hard, difficult bolt or nut or something on every job, isn't there? If you haven't found it yet, it's lurking around a corner. Kind of like Shopcat, lurking around the corners. Look at him. Are you lurking, Shopcat? You're not working, that's for sure. If you're wondering, I've got the jack holding it up, plus the front and rear mount are still on there. So that's what's holding it up there. Still need to jack it up a little bit more. Take some pressure off. A little more. There we go. And this for the wiring harness is made just like a push pin. Can you see? Maybe if I use the max swivel, I can get in there. Get at least one of them. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff right there. Got one of them. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting any more. All right, let's try this. I'm going to get these 14 monkey meters. And what that should allow me to do is move this bracket out of the way. Look at that. Now I really have access to these bolts. Take a look at that. to this one. There we go. I still don't have room for socket on those. So back to rinking again. That's 3 out of 4 so far. Still got to figure out a way to get that 4th bolt out. Let's try dropping the transmission engine down with the jack and see if that gives enough room to go back to socket again. No, not really. That really didn't help at all. Let me show you what the major malfunction is here. See, we can't, this boss right here on the transmission won't let us get any closer to that. Maybe I got a ratchet wrench. Oh, one of my other toolboxes. Yeah, let's see, we got a 18, 5, oh man, 18 to 5/8. Why? Why does it go 16 monkey meters or 5/8, jump up to 18? That skips the 11/16 or 17 monkey meters, which is exactly what we need. And that one's a 3/4. Let's try a 12-point offset. Sure enough, it passes under this bracket. Maybe I can get it to move a little bit. There we go. And then maybe it'll get another bite on it. Yes, that moved it just enough to get another bite on it. Oh, come on. Yeah, we're cooking with Crisco now. Okay. Ta-da! Woohoo! Oh, yeah! Look at that. Got that sucker. Oh, look at all the cracks in it. Yeah, that thing was bad. Here's the fancy thumbnail before and after shot. Yeah, the big deep cracks right there. And right there. Now in a few months I'll have to give you an update because this one says Westar and it was made in Malaysia. And if it turns out to be crappy, I will put a completely different link in the description. If it turns out to be good 6 months or so from now, I will link to it in the description because it's considerably cheaper than the Japanese ones made, the original Toyota ones. This is not original Toyota. And I'm hoping this will work out because I don't want to have to do this again. But I'm going to find out and I'm going to let you know in the description below. There's the Malaysia part number. If any of my links are missing or don't work in the description below, please let me know so I can correct that for you. Here's a good look at the empty spot. I'm going to give all this a good blow job before I move on in hopes that'll make it cooperative. And I'm going to let the dust settle and then put this all back together. The link to my Prius repair videos will be in one corner. The link to the next video, changing the next mount, is in the other corner. Or maybe I should just make another playlist with nothing but mounts. Put it in the other corner. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, see? Hey, if you like this video, we got a whole lot more we've got tool reviews, we've got repair videos, we've got show car videos, hot rods, mod rods, you name it. If it's got wheels on it and an engine, it's probably on this channel. So subscribe, like, and binge watch Zane Auto. Binge watch Zane Auto.